Hello, I'm Paul Pluta, the method actor who plays Archibald Chesterfield III. Welcome to the program. Today I'm doing paid reviews. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and tell your fuckhead friends about the channel. I'm just setting my watch. I'm setting my Omega Speedmaster Man on the fucking moon. I'm going to put this on today. So I'm just winding it up. Manual wind piece, you're going to love it. Please look in the description of this video for 10 ways you can help me, whether it's getting a paid review, whether it's sponsoring me on Patreon, whether it's having a telephone call, a paid phone call with me. Let's begin. Here we go. This is from Alex. Hi Arch, I'm a fan of you, Archie, from nasty Hong Kong. I have a collection consisting of a Breguet Ehrenvale, a Jaeger-LeCoultre Reverso, the Omega Moonwatch, and a Grand Seiko. Meanwhile, I would like to add one more. Ultimate watch in my collection. Archie's suggestion is Submariner, while others have suggested Datejust or Jaeger-LeCoultre Ultra Thin Control. In fact, I myself have a lot of interest in the manual wind Patek Philippe Calatrava 5196G in white gold with 215 movement. It is expensive. The selling price new is around 19,000 US dollars in Hong Kong. From the collector's point of view, is it really class of from the collector's point of view, is it really class on its own, or is it worth it to treat it as a holy grail for me? I've donated 25 US dollars and would like to hear Archie's opinion. I gotta tell you, the 5196 I think is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. The thing I love about the 5196 is the fact that it's very, very simple. It's a manual wind movement. It's not an automatic. It doesn't even have a date function. It merely tells you minutes, hours, seconds. It's a very, very simple, just a very simple, elegant dress watch. I think it's a great thing to have. I really love the 5196, and the reason I really love it is with these complications. I mean, I love the complications. You can't ever criticize the complications. There's some magnificent Patek complications out there, but they can be very, very difficult. They can be difficult to service. They can be expensive in the sense that you can't really use a third-party watchmaker. I mean, who do you send your world time or your perpetual calendar to? Someone who may not be able to put the bastard back together. Whereas with the 215 manual wind, it's a lot simpler. So the servicing costs theoretically should be a lot lower. It's also such a cool watch because it's got the aesthetics. I think it's very, very understated. It's very, very cool. Very cool watch indeed. I like it. The other watch, which is often a lot of people hum and ha, is the 5119, which was the later version of the 3919. And it's got the hobnail bezel and the lugs, which in my opinion the 5196 is the best way to do the lugs. They're like an oyster case for Patek. So what's my opinion there? A 5196. Very good question indeed. Look, they are probably the quintessential Patek Philippe of modern times. They're expensive, however, they're a beautiful piece. They are the quintessential dress watch. Absolutely perfect. And I gotta tell you, if if I had a choice, I mean, I even prefer the 5196 to the Nautilus 5711. I really love just the classic conservatism of the Calatrava. 5196 is a beautiful piece. Is it worth it? Very interesting question indeed. Look, what is anything worth? You know, I think you're not going to. I don't think they are that rare. I don't think they are that exclusive that they're, you know, going to double in price. You buy one at 19,000 US, a lot of money. I think it's going to be, you know, it'll hold, but I don't see it shooting up because there's just far too many of them, and it's not that sort of watch. It's a watch you have when you're not worried about return on investment. I mean, they're a great. They don't get me wrong. Patek and Rolex are the two key brands. You know, as the famous video in Time Machines where they're talking to Tom Bolt, Patek and Rolex. You can't go wrong. I think it's a great quintessential dress watch. It's made of a precious metal. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece. Let's have a look at your other suggestions there. Let's have a look at your collection. You've got an Erenvale Breguet, beautiful piece. Beautiful, nothing wrong with an Erenvale. I love the Breguet. Breguets are really quite respected in Hong Kong. Well, everywhere they're respected. They're known in Hong Kong. They're quite great brand. You got a Reverso, fantastic. You got a Omega, you got the Moon Watch, and you got a Grand Seiko. 4 really nice pieces. Grand Seiko, you can't say anything bad about Grand Seiko. It's a great piece. The Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon, great piece. Reverso, great. And you've got the Erenvale. It depends, you know, when you're asking what should you get next, it depends what you want. I personally think you got to get what makes you happy. What's to say if you don't want a Submariner, don't get it. Submariner is great for Hong Kong, but because it's so fucking hot and it's so humid and sweaty, and it's, you know, the problem with a 5196 is you're really going to wear that beautiful leather strap in the humid, hot conditions, sultry conditions. So, whereas a Submariner, stainless steel, just rinse the bastard off. Datejust is also cool. Pretty dime a dozen in honkers. Every waiter, every businessman has got a Datejust. The Jaeger-LeCoultre Ultra Thin Control. Yes, Jaeger-LeCoultre's got some amazing value for money, but I would tend to say, look, I think in your collection there, you've already got a JLC, Jaeger-LeCoultre, you got the Reverso, so I'd step back from that. The Submariner, nothing wrong with a Submariner or a Datejust, if that's what really floats your boat. However, the Calatrava, the 5196, is just a gorgeous, gorgeous watch. Is it a sensible purchase? Well, what is anything sensible in this day and age? What is sensible? What is cool? What is not? You know, I think you'd be better off. This is speaking honestly. I think investment wise, I'd rather have a Submariner and a GMT. If you've got 20 US to spend, 3 used steel sports Rolexes would hold its value more than one 5196. That's not to say the 5196 is a dog, because it's not. It's a great watch. It's a beautiful, beautiful watch. I think it's something you got to decide yourself. This is the whole beauty in watch collecting, is that it's what floats your boat. What do you like? What makes you happy? What makes you smile? Some people the Patek would, other people the Submariner would. It's what you really want there. It is a lot of money, 20,000 US dollars for a manual wide, no date dress watch, even if it is a Patek, is a lot of money. A lot of money. Is it worth it? Only you can be the judge of that. I think it is. I think it is the thing is this, people say, oh, the 5196, or that's a base model Patek. Well, no. It's like saying it's a base model Rolls Royce. That's missing the whole point. The simple elegance in it is what makes it so beautiful. Base model, that's not a good term to use. It's elegant, it's stylish, it's beautiful. It's absolutely timeless and gorgeous. The 5196, I think, is a great choice. Absolutely great choice. I think it's a sensible choice too, because it is a manual wind. It doesn't have a lot of, you're not, servicing costs would be a lot lower than a complication. So it's pretty reasonable purchase. I think it's a good purchase. I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem at all. It would be the holy grail in your collection. Definitely. Definitely. It depends which way you want to take it. If you want usable pieces, I think in Hong Kong, steel sports watches on a steel bracelet is a great way to go. But you got the Ehrenveil, you got the Reverso, you got the Moon watch, you got the Grand Seiko. If you really, really want the Calatrava and you've got the money to afford it, it's better than buying a car. Better than buying a luxury car. And I think with the Calatravas themselves there, you can also hunt around a bit. Go on Chrono24, see if there's a... I've got to be honest with you, the prices in Hong Kong aren't really fantastic. They leave a lot to be desired. I couldn't buy anything and make a profit out of it. You may be cheaper to buy something in America. America, indeed. Even if you've got to pay the duty or the tax on it, which isn't much in Hong Kong, maybe that's a better way to go. And 5196, I can't talk you out of it. I think that is a beautiful watch. It's one of my all-time favorites. And I think the whole beauty of a 5196 is you can be with people who've got a Nautilus, or they've got a perpetual chronograph, Patek, and you're in the same league with that 5196. It's a very, very high quality piece. A lot of money. That's not to say, what is anything in life? Do we buy things? If you want good investment, maybe you should buy a mutual fund or something like that. But if you want enjoyment, the dividend is your own happiness within yourself. I don't think anything comes close to owning a Patek Philippe. Absolutely stunning pieces. And I gotta tell you, I myself, I've got this world time at the moment on lend, and it's fucking amazing. It's fucking amazing. It's in white gold. I mean, white gold's one of the classiest metals. Interestingly enough, Asia doesn't seem to like white gold. Rose gold is probably the peak metal, followed by yellow gold, then white gold. But if you like it, that's all that matters. And it's nice to have. I mean, you could buy one of these. If you don't have to have a Mercedes-Benz in your life, I think a couple of Pateks would be the way to go. When you say, is it a good investment? That's not really the quite the perfect question to ask. But what do I think? From a collector's point of view, is it really class? Yes, it is. It is 100% class. It's a Grail watch. It's a great watch. It's damn expensive. That's a lot of fucking money. It is a lot of money. But life's for living. You only live once. Great watch. I'm Paul Pluta. This has been a paid review for Alex in Hong Kong. Tell me what you fuckers think of that. Archibald Chesterfield III, the greatest YouTube superstar of all time. The only super channel on YouTube is the Archie Luxury channel. The Archie Luxury channel, the greatest super channel on YouTube. Archie Luxury, the greatest YouTube entertainer covering the luxury goods genre, watches, luxury goods, and other auxiliary displays of wealth. The Archie Luxury channel, the greatest YouTube channel ever to exist. The greatest YouTube channel of all time. The Archie Luxury channel. Nothing could be grander than the Archie Luxury channel, fuckers.
We specialize here in pre-owned Rolex watches. Rolex watch is a very special timepiece, and we always do the servicing exactly as factory specifications. We buy a pre-owned piece and we put it into brand new condition. We have Rolex certified technicians working on that. We completely disassemble the piece. We adjust and polish and change every single part of the watch.
You have to have certified watchmakers that know what they're doing. If you have an expensive car, you're just not going to bring it to any mechanic that doesn't know what they're doing.
You spend $5,000, it's like if you put money in the safe deposit box. And 1 or 2 years from now, you will keep having your $5,000. We have to spend a lot of money to get all this equipment together, but makes me feel I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. It's not a question of money, it's my passion.
Jewelers on time, simply the best.